Mr. Copeland said when he married his wife, they married for better or for worse, in sickness and in health. But she didn't get the memo. Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Copeland v. Ponder.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Divorce Court. Mr. Copeland, Ms. Ponder, welcome to Divorce Court, and thank you for trusting us with your relationship today. We're glad to have you both. 15 years together?
Yes.
14 years married. Together you have 5 children. 2 together, but you each have children from previous relationships, but you've raised them together as a family. Am I correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am?
Yes.
And yes, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are we in divorce court then, Mr. Ponder?
Well, my wife, we've been together, and right now I want a divorce because she's disrespectful, she's unsupportive, and she's cheating. So right now I have an ultimatum. If she don't get help, I have papers right here she needs to sign.
So you walked in here saying that there's a triple threat to your marriage: disrespect, lying, and cheating.
Yes.
And if, in fact, your wife does not make efforts to make a change, you want a divorce. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to turn to Ms. Ponder and say, ma'am, what do you say in response to what your husband just said?
Your Honor, I love my husband, as I always have. But he has been emotionally unavailable to me. And I want to make it work, I really do. But he really does have to meet me halfway.
So in other words, you say this relationship can be salvaged, but it's not all on you.
Yes.
So let's get into that. Mr. Ponder, I'd like to go back a bit. Tell me how you met and what led us to get to the point where we're in divorce court.
Oh, man. We was at Martin Luther King Parade. I was with one of my homeboys, and I walked up and I saw this chocolate. Beautiful, fine woman. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't see how fine she was. She got a pink sweatsuit on. But she just blew my mind when I first saw her. So I whispered from a distance, "Will you marry me?"
On the first day you ever met her?
First day I ever met her. And when I met her, it was like a dream come true because she accepted me. I gave her my number, she called me. We talked for hours. And then a few months later, I got her pregnant. And she said, let's get married, because I wanted to make her an honest woman and make me an honest man. And I'm getting emotional about it because I love this woman. You feel me?
Yes, I do. I actually do feel you.
And we was doing good, you know what I'm saying? I took care of her. I took her in with her kids, made them my family. Excuse me, because it's emotional. And we was doing good, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, through the process, I had a kidney failure. And I was expecting her to be there for me.
Yes, sir.
And everything just went wrong.
So that sickness and in health really put y'all through the test, is that correct?
Yeah.
Ms. Ponder, I'm coming to you. You heard your husband, he says everything started out chocolates and roses.
It did.
How'd it go so bad, ma'am?
Well, Your Honor, Mr. Copeland had said things to me that brought up the past, traumatic things that has happened to me. So I felt like I couldn't trust him anymore. And because of that, I walked away emotionally.
So you all started being mean to each other, and that's how the love started to diminish, am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Copeland, tell me about this diagnosis.
Yeah, well, one day I noticing I couldn't keep my balance. And I couldn't control my hands. Every time I tried to grab something, I was knocking on the floor or whatever. And one day I went to bed, and I woke up on the floor, and in her arms, And I'm looking at the paramedics. I'm like, what are y'all doing here? And
It sounds like she was there for you. What makes you say that she isn't or she wasn't?
because on that, like doing all that time, they told me I have stage 4 kidney failure.
My goodness.
And it's like soon afterwards, she like just was distant.
So she sort of checked out once you got that diagnosis?
It's because I had an appointment that she missed to go see if she was a donor. And she agreed, said she would be a donor.
Right.
I remember offering to give my kidneys to you the day we found out in the hospital.
But you didn't do it. I'm still here waiting for a kidney.
Sean, that's because
Because what? You got scared. You told me you got scared.
I did get scared because
But I'm
of everything.
still your husband. I'm your husband. I'm your
Because
husband.
of everything
You know
we
what I'm
went
saying? You were there
through.
with me for 14 years.
Everything we went through, the arguments, the
Sonya, you started
disappointment,
all the
the
arguments.
trust.
But wait a minute, excuse me. I want to be very clear about this. Mr. Copeland,
Yes.
it sounds like, Ms. Ponder, you were hesitant because there were
I couldn't
problems
trust
in the
him.
relationship. Is that right?
Yes,
So
I couldn't trust him anymore. And I
what
felt
made
like-
you stop? Because I can't imagine, you know, if your significant other
Mm-hmm.
is facing a major health challenge and you might be able to help. We don't know if you could.
Mm-hmm.
But you actually had to be discerning and say, I'm not going to. So something must have been going on very serious for you to make that decision. What was it, ma'am?
I felt like I couldn't trust Mr. Sean Copeland anymore. So I felt like that was a very big decision for me, and I changed my mind temporarily. Because till this day, I'm still willing to give him my kidney. And I made that very clear to him.
But you still haven't been tested to find out if it's a match.
No, I haven't.
Ms. Ponder, what's going on intimately?
He has ED, which has been for some years.
Okay.
And of course, I have dealt with that. So I prefer not to, so nobody get disappointed.
Mr. Copeland, why would your wife be hesitant to even get the test? And only you know if she has reason.
Well, she says she don't trust me. She didn't trust me. All right. She don't
Why
trust me.
can't I trust you, Sean?
Sonya, 8 years ago, before my baby girl was born,
Okay?
you know what I'm saying?
Cheated on me.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
had an indiscretion 8 years ago.
Yes, 8 years ago. And it's
So
like,
one thing led to
Right.
another and you cheated. I want to be very clear
Yes.
that that happened.
Yes.
And Ms. Ponder, were you able to get through this cheating incident?
no,
No.
But you stayed together
8 years. And we had
and
another child.
ended up having a child together.
Yes.
Another one.
Because she couldn't trust me. We had a child because she couldn't trust me.
So somehow, at least one day, you all trusted each other enough to be back together. Why'd you stay if you couldn't get through it, ma'am?
Because I told him I would give him a try. I would give him a chance.
8 years ago?
Yes.
For 8
And
years.
for the last 8 years, has this been something that has permeated your entire relationship, that is just hung over the back of your head?
Yes.
So then that means you weren't giving him a chance.
No,
What else
it wasn't
going
because,
on?
Because after that incident, I promised her that I would never do it again. And I
Have
would
you
prove
done
to
it
her.
again?
No. I treated her like a princess. I did everything a father's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? We moved from Miami to Georgia. No, I got her a business. I got her a business. I bought her a Mercedes-Benz while we was here. I did everything I was supposed to do as a husband, take care of my family.
Okay.
Like a husband, doing everything I was supposed to do. Yes, I feel bad about that because she was my friend. You know what I'm saying?
So do
We
you have
communi-
any contact with this woman anymore?
No, I don't even remember what the girl looked like.
Okay.
It was just a fun conversation. We went out on one date, but I've seen her a few times.
Sean,
at
you
work.
did not go out on one
Yes,
date.
we did.
Sean, you were out
and-
several nights till 3 in the morning.
And it was with my homeboy because she was there, because she was
That's
hollering
the
at
reason
somebody.
I can't trust him, Your Honor.
That's the reason that you don't trust him is because of something that occurred 8 years ago. Are you
Because
saying
he's
that it
not telling the
continued?
truth. He can't tell the truth.
I can't. You the liar. You raise your kids on lies.
Do you all even communicate intimately anymore?
No, she wasn't attracted to me no more. She stopped having sex with me.
How long ago did this happen?
Oh, that was for years. She stopped having sex with me because she said I looked gross to her. I was weighing 190 pounds before my kidney failure. Now I weigh 160 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And I feel healthier. With the diagnosis of fourth-stage kidney failure, I feel healthier. You know what I'm saying?
It's because you've lost a significant amount of weight,
Yeah.
and so I'm pretty sure your doctor is happy about that.
Yes, they give me every 2 weeks. I get a paper showing how my blood work is and all that, because I go to dialysis.
Absolutely, and in order for you to stay on that transplant list, you got to make sure you stay healthy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So
ma'am.
I'm sorry, Ms. Ponder, what's going on intimately? Why is there this conflict?
He has ED, which has been for some years.
Okay.
And of course, I have dealt with that. So we have tried. When we try, I prefer not to, so nobody get disappointed.
Well, see, here's the thing. To make your marriage work, you all are going to have to figure out how to make intimacy work. And intimacy is a whole lot of things that doesn't have to be intercourse, as you are
That's
well
his
aware.
only way.
Something has occurred, and it's not 8 years ago, to make you be turned off.
I've opened up to Sean about some traumatic things that happened to me as a child. He brought them back up in my face when we have arguments.
If a couple wants to find ways to be intimate, they can. There are ways to be intimate that are not intercourse. There are ways to be intimate by just holding hands. There are lots of ways to be intimate if you want to be intimate. So my question is, why haven't you all done that?
Because sex is his only intimacy.
You know, honestly, I tried all kind of things. I tried cooking for her. I wanted to go out and talk. I wanted to go to the park. I used to sell food.
You
Me
go
and my
out to the
homeboy,
park or
and
I
she
do the
started
park?
saying, looking at my food like it's nasty.
I'm trying to understand where the breakdown is. Ms. Ponder, can you help me to understand?
Intimacy for him is only through sex. For me, it can be long walks on the park like we used to do.
But we didn't do
going
nothing.
to the beach.
I say, let's go.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry,
Wait one
George.
second.
It's only through sex. If I say no, let's do something else, or I prefer bring up something else for us to be intimate and in love together, that doesn't work for him.
I'm getting two different stories here.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So somebody's lying or somebody's misinterpreting it.
Well, see, I'm sitting on the couch. She come in the house. You know what I'm saying? She see me sitting in the couch, same place I always sit, because the doctors, they tell me I need to rest. You know what I'm saying?
From morning to night.
It'll help me heal better.
From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed?
Because I'm healing from kidney failure, stage 4. Sonya, you was gone mentally, everything.
I was at work.
You out hanging out with your friends. I tried cooking for her. And she said, I'm dirty.
I
She
say
said,
your
I'm
nails
dirty.
are dirty, Sean.
I wash my hands.
Dog fur is all over his clothing. So if you're cooking, these
are dogs I spent money on.
It's
for
most
you.
certainly.
I need some
That's
dogs.
gonna get on the food.
I want the dog. So I spent.
So I'm sorry, Mr. Copeland, that's not what her point is. Her point is she was turned off. Something tells me, ma'am, you turned off to a whole lot about him.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting from you, that you're turned off.
Yes.
Something has occurred, and it's not 8 years ago, to make you be turned off. You want to tell me what it is? Or are we going to continue to go around and around and around? Let's tell the truth.
I've opened up to Sean about some traumatic things that happened to me as a child. That I weren't even able to explain to my mom.
Yes, ma'am.
He brought them back up in my face when we have arguments.
So in other words, he uses your trauma as a weapon against you.
Every time.
And because of that, you have become resentful and angry, am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I knew I would find it. There's always a deeper reason.
She said stuff she went through. I tried to talk to her about it.
No.
It's like I understood.
You told me I
told her,
deserved it
I
because
told her,
of my
no,
mouth,
I
Sean.
told you I understood. I said
No.
understand because
No.
it's like that's rough for a female. We're raising
Sean, in the beginning you told me that, but when we have arguments,
Sonya, because
currently-
you come at me so dirty.
One
I got
person
a
at a
clip.
time,
I have a
please.
clip.
One
you can hear
person.
how she talked to me when we have an argument.
You're presenting evidence?
I submitted the clip to the
I'd like to hear the
Oh,
evidence.
yeah. A judge gonna do but honor your awards, and that's all I need him to do. Thank you very much. You're dumb.
I'll be that. I'll be whatever you want to call me,
I
man.
don't want you to be gone.
That's very angry. Very angry. I'm still trying to figure out why you all are even staying together, because there's such meanness and nastiness in between you. You're done, am I correct?
Yes.
I'm
Ma'am?
willing to give it another chance.
Why? Because I've not seen any kindness, any love, any respect from either one of you, and especially, Ms. Ponder, you've clearly checked out of this relationship, and I don't know if it's because of something Mr. Copeland has done or said, which might give you reason to do that, but whatever trauma that you've had, you need to work through that so that you can become a whole person. And Mr. Copeland, I'm looking at your wife right now, and I want to say something to you, and it may be hurtful. She don't like you right now.
I don't like her either.
She does not like you.
Listen, for the last 2 years.
Sir, then guess what? May I have those papers?
Yes.
Because
yes.
sometimes
Please.
a relationship
Please.
has run its course.
Yes, and this one has. This one has.
Sometimes a relationship has run its course.
See,
There's a time, a reason, and a season for
This what you-
every single relationship. You brought papers to court, divorce papers that are not signed. There's usually a tell when a person says they want a divorce and they don't sign the papers. That usually means they're not ready to serve divorce papers. So you have to make a decision, sir.
I've made my decision.
What is the decision? Do you want these papers to be signed and served, or are you trying to
I want
work
the paper
on
to
your
be-
marriage?
I want the paper to be signed and served.
Please hand these back to the plaintiff. Ms. Ponder is not happy in this marriage. You are not getting what you need. You need to heal from whatever illness that you are dealing with. And ma'am, you need to find your happy again. Do you plan to sign
She
the
found it.
papers?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know where to sign because my sight. I'm blind in this eye.
Please, Corey, go help him.
Right there.
Please serve the papers.
You've been served.
Ms. Ponder, you may sign or you don't have to sign. That's up to you, but you've been served. And quite frankly, I think you should sign because I think you need to move on with your life.
Yes.
I think the two of you need to find your happy somewhere else. Don't think of it as losing something that you had because you lost it a whole long time ago. Ms. Ponder, I want you to find that happy again. I want you to find a reason to trust another partner. And sir, I want you to find the wife of your dreams. The two of you just don't need to do it together.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
We're done here. You have my verdict.
Made in Georgia.